Welcome to HVTV1.com for this special presentation of the Hidden Valley High School Mustangs. This broadcast is brought to you in part by Evergreen Federal Bank, Don Carter LLC, Fields Ace Home Center, Southern Oregon Audio Visual and Ciro Bignati, and LuLaRoe Nikki McGuire. These wonderful people and businesses help bring you these free events, so support them in their service. And get ready for some great action ahead on HVTV1.com.
Hello everybody and welcome into HVTV1.com. I'm Josh Eldridge here at Hidden Valley High School in Murphy, Oregon, ready to bring you this track meet at Hidden Valley High School. Teams participating, Hidden Valley of course, North Valley, Illinois Valley, and Henley. And again, if you've been waiting for us, apologize for the technical difficulties. Had a little bit of trouble with our camera, but we are here now. Events have started. Right now you're looking at what I believe is the pole vault over there in the end zone here at Hidden Valley, and then we've got the field events going on right now, and the track events should start here any moment. Really, they're scheduled to start for 4:15, and that's where we are right now. But while we have the time, Hidden Valley coming off of a successful track meet on Saturday, the Prefontaine Rotary Invitational, of course, named after Steve Prefontaine, went to Marshfield High School, and then U of O, very famous runner, but when he's preparing for the 1976 Olympics. Tragically died in a car accident in 1975, but remembering him over there at Marshfield High School, Steve Prefontaine. But Hidden Valley placing pretty well over there, as a matter of fact. Nia Kendall won the 100-meter dash for Hidden Valley, and Jada Hurley finished second for the Mustangs in that race. For the boys, Glenn Rossi finished in 16th, and Skylar Powers finished 32nd, again in the 100-meter dash for Hidden Valley. Nia Kendall also took the #1 prize in the 200-meter dash. Jada Hurley finished 5th in that one. And Skylar Powers for the boys finished 18th. For the 400-meter dash for Hidden Valley, Jeremiah Noga finished 3rd. For the 800-meter dash for Hidden Valley, Jacob Tanner finished 11th. Caleb Scott finished 15th, and in 26th was Michael Graber. Not many finishers from then on for the track events for Hidden Valley last Saturday. The 1-mile finisher, number 18, Dane Miller. Dane Miller actually a senior for Hidden Valley, and senior day. Today is senior day for Hidden Valley for the track and field teams. At least we had a little ceremony earlier on before the broadcast began. The 3,000-meter finishes for Hidden Valley. Sally Berg finished for Hidden Valley girls in 11th place. And for the hurdles, Claire Scott finished 5th in the 100 meters, 33-inch hurdles for Hidden Valley. Some of the relay race finishers for the Mustangs. Finishing first in the 4x100 relays was a team of Jaden Steele, Nia Kendall, Janelle, and Jada Hurley. For the boys in the 4x100, their finisher finished in 9th was Brian Musak, Jeremiah Noga, Glenn Rossi, and Skylar Powers. Finishing first in the 4x400 was Jaden Steele, Jocelyn Nichols, Jada Hurley, and Nia Kendall. And finishing 4th for the boys in the 4x400 was Skylar Powers, Caleb Scott, Jeremiah Noga, and Glenn Rossi. And we are in the middle of the field event, so might as well rattle off a couple finishers there. Kaya Fisher finished first in the 4-kilogram shot put for Hidden Valley. Hallie Jesse finished 3rd in the shot put competition, and Clancy Allen finished 6th in the boys for the 12-pound shot put going on over there. Clancy Allen also finished 12th in the discus. Jocelyn Nichols for the girls finished 2nd in the high jump with a jump of 4'10", and Janelle Hurley finished in long jump with 16 3 inches. Garrett Haggerty also finished 1st in the high jump with a personal record for him, 6'5". So as we resume into this one, we're going to take a quick break before we start the track events. And again, the Hidden Valley Mustangs, the North Valley Knights, the Illinois Valley Cougars, and the Henley Hornets all here at Hidden Valley High School, and resume the day in just a quick moment on HVTV1.com.
This live event on HVTV1 is brought to you in part by Evergreen Federal Bank and President Jeff Hyde. Evergreen has served our community for over 80 years with locations in Grants Pass, Medford, and Rogue River. Evergreen Federal Bank, member of FDIC, equal housing lender. This event is also sponsored by Fields Ace Home Center, your hometown hardware store where you drive a little and save a lot. Field Days Home Center is open 7 days a week in Murphy. HVTV1 would like to thank Southern Oregon Audio Visual and Ciro Bignati for helping Hidden Valley athletics and activities. Whether you're entertaining 10 people or 1,000, call Southern Oregon Audio Visual at 541-890-2334. Again, that's 541-890-2334. James B. Hurley wants to help you plan your future. If you want to grow your retirement fund or even buy a house, consult with James B. Hurley at 924-1934. Again, that's 924-1934. The weather is changing outside and you may need to update your wardrobe. If that is the case, then contact LuLaRoe Nikki McGuire on Facebook. Mention HVTV1 for $10 off your first purchase. Again, that's LuLaRoe Nikki McGuire on Facebook.
Welcome back to HVTV1.com here at the campus Hidden Valley High School in Murphy, Oregon. Again, track meet going on today. We got on the air a little bit late, but we've still yet to start any of the track events here at Hidden Valley. Again, Hidden Valley Mustangs, North Valley Knights, Illinois Valley Cougars, and the Henley Hornets getting ready to do some racing, some throwing, and all those kind of track and field events. While we get the time, I'm going to take a look at some records for some of these schools. Hidden Valley, their 100 meters records for all time. Nia Kendall back in 2017 is the first place holder. We're going to see some of her later on today. She finished in 12.34 seconds in the 100 meter dash. Also in 2017, the second place holder, Mackenzie McLaughlin, finished in 12.84 seconds. And the third place holder, whoa, had to be over here. Sorry about that. The third place holder was in 2019 as Hallie O'Brien at 12.94, and then Jada Hurley in 2019 as well, 12.95, so just a shade out of that third place spot. Nia Kendall also set the record for the 200 meter dash of all time at Hidden Valley at 25.54 seconds, and that was last year in 2018. The 100 meter hurdles, Clara Scott is in second place for the all time leaders this year at 16.7 seconds in the hurdles. And as we take some time to take a look at the record holders for all these schools, one person that's really going to jump off the sheet is Bailey Toohey of North Valley. She's got 6 placements in the top 5 and some records, and one 6th place finish. So we'll rattle off some of those. She holds 3rd place in North Valley's all-time records for the 100 meter dash at 12.11 seconds. She holds 3rd in the 200 meter dash at 24.7 seconds. She holds 3rd in the 400 meter dash at 57.36 seconds. She finished in 3rd place back in 2016 in the 4x100 of a team of Mackenzie Comfort, Bailey Durham, and Megan Hoback, and 6th in the 4x100 this year with her sister Carly Toohey, Gabby Enti, and Rebecca Miller. She finished 3rd in the pole vault with a 9-foot jump, and 2nd in the long jump behind her sister Carly Toohey. And then something else to have mentioned, obviously hasn't been there in a long time, but from Henley High School, Dan O'Brien, a famous decathlon gold medalist back in 1996 in the Olympics. So something maybe some good coached people coming out of Henley to think about. Still have yet to start the track events. It looks like they're getting set to go down by the Hidden Valley tent on the left side of the field here. You can sort of see them getting ready down there. Other than that, though, pretty slow so far. Once those track events start, though, they'll start rattling them off. Excuse me about that. And still got the high jump, it looks like, going on over in that left end zone. And we'll keep you updated on winners and if there's any records throughout the day. And of course, you can follow the event by yourself online if you need to at athletic.net, and then find the track and field for Oregon, as we're going to be following along there too. So I'll take you around what's happening here at Hidden Valley High School. Before the track events start, kind of over by that left end zone, you can see the high jump going on over there. As you move a little bit more towards the right, the pole vault still happening. I believe the varsity girls are getting started over there. Move farther over, a little bit closer to us, the javelin's happening. I believe they're starting the varsity girls as well. You can see, I believe that's Clara Scott down there in the blue, getting ready for that. Move back over, and the shot put going on back in the sand pit back over there behind the fence. We're not going to be able to see too much of that as they are pretty far away, but we'll try to get the finishers as we move forward in the afternoon. Also got the long jump going on behind the right goal post of what was the football field earlier this season. Won't delve too much into the Hidden Valley Mustangs football season, but if you want to read some about it, maybe go check out some replays and relive the historic fall that the Mustangs had. You can do it on hvtv1.com. Check out our highlights on the YouTube page at HVTV1 Student News, and all that good stuff is, I believe track should be getting started pretty soon. Again, the first event was scheduled for 4:15, and we are about 10 minutes late going on that. So hopefully we get some word here pretty soon on what the holdup is there. But we do see some people stretching. And some of these athletes for Hidden Valley, obviously multiple sports athletes. Some names to look out for today that might ring a bell for you Mustang fans as we take a look at the boys roster for track and field. Jeremiah Noga, obviously a sophomore, very good football player. Played some basketball too, and again made that incredible clutch shot versus Mazama earlier this year. And that's, again, a highlight you can catch on HVTV1 Student News on the YouTube page. You've also got Glenn Rossi, who won an all-conference award back in the football season, a name you might recognize. Jacob Tanner, also a name that might stand out, a very efficient basketball player. Didn't get too many minutes during the regular season, but, and again, during the football season for Jacob Tanner. Another name you might recognize is Joseph Blanton, a senior standing 6'5" tall back in the basketball season, doing some field events today. Also, Clancy Allen, a lineman on the football team. Elias English was the kick returner, a sophomore for Hidden Valley. Definitely a very speedy runner, so excited to see him do some races later on today. And then the final name that might stand out to you is Garrett Haggerty. A senior from the basketball team this year was Joseph Blanton's alternate. So it sounds like we're getting ready for the 4x100s for the varsity boys here fairly soon. So that's going to be a nice way to get the afternoon started. Only 10 minutes late. But if we flip the page and look at some of the notable names you might recognize from Hidden Valley Mustangs girls track team. You might recognize Clara Scott from the basketball team as well. The Hidden Valley Lady Mustangs tragically missing the state tournament after falling to Newport, who would end up going on to finish third place at the state tournament. You might also recognize Jaden Steele, a freshman who made an incredible showing on that basketball team. Nia Kendall from the soccer team that ended up winning the state championship this year at Hidden Valley High School. The 2018 Hidden Valley Mustangs beating Valley Catholic up at Portland to take home that state championship. Kaya Fisher, another person you might recognize, the center for the Hidden Valley Lady Mustangs basketball team, and Hallie, Jesse, Jada, and Janelle Hurley as well. All notable names you might recognize from those Hidden Valley Mustangs. We're going to take a break right before we start these track events, and stay with us because we're getting this show on the road, I guess, coming up next on hvtv1.com.
This live event on HVTV1 is brought to you in part by Evergreen Federal Bank and President Jeff Hyde. Evergreen has served our community for over 80 years with locations in Grants Pass, Medford, and Rogue River. Evergreen Federal Bank, member of FDIC, equal housing lender. This event is also sponsored by Fields Ace Home Center, your hometown hardware store where you drive a little and save a lot. Field Days Home Center is open 7 days a week in Murphy. HVTV1 would like to thank Southern Oregon Audio Visual and Ciro Bignati for helping Hidden Valley athletics and activities. Whether you're entertaining 10 people or 1,000, call Southern Oregon Audio Visual at 541-890-2334. Again, that's 541-890-2334. James B. Hurley wants to help you plan your future. If you want to grow your retirement fund or even buy a house, consult with James B. Hurley at 924-1934. Again, that's 924-1934. The weather is changing outside and you may need to update your wardrobe. If that is the case, then contact LuLaRoe Nikki McGuire on Facebook. Mention HVTV1 for $10 off your first purchase. Again, that's LuLaRoe Nikki McGuire on Facebook.
Welcome back to HVTV1.com. Still getting ready for those track events as they set up down there near the left goal post in the left end zone. Should be starting any minute now. They had their last call about, I'd say 2 minutes ago, so should be getting started pretty soon. The runners are warming up down there. We're going to see, who are we going to see first here? Going to see the junior varsity boys and the varsity boys, then junior varsity, then varsity for the girls in the 4x100 relays. So kind of taking a look around the track, it looks like the team's still getting set up 100 meters away from each other. Got to get some officials to regulate all that good stuff, and then we should be getting on our way. Try to make out the runners for Hidden Valley as we move along for it. But mainly as we move into the varsity contests, we'll be able to know more of who is who for all the schools involved. Again, the Hidden Valley Mustangs, the Henley Hornets, the Illinois Valley Cougars, and North Valley Knights. Again, really nice day here in Murphy, just south of Grants Pass. Nice 72 degrees, not too windy. We are getting a nice breeze though, so it shouldn't be too tough of conditions for the runners. Good air conditions, so no problem there. Really nice blue skies as we look towards the Applegate Valley, and again, heard people saying it walking in, you really couldn't ask for a better day on such a nice track event. So we got some Mustangs, Hornets, and I believe those are the Cougars down there. Again, junior varsity girls, it looks like, are going to get started first, so my mistake. So it'll be junior varsity girls, then the varsity girls, then the junior varsity boys, then the varsity boys. So getting ready for the 4x100 as they are about ready to get started down there. Here the first one of the day. Right off the bat, Illinois Valley definitely looking to have the fair lead there. Second leg of Henley really speeding up, overtaking Jaden Steele for Hidden Valley, but she's speeding up right behind. Still a considerable lead for Illinois Valley. They come around that third turn, heading into the final leg of the 4x100, getting pretty close. Final leg is where it counts, though. Finally, Hidden Valley taking a lead coming around that last turn. It's going to be a close finish. Coming around finally and finishing first in the junior varsity Girls 4x100 is Hidden Valley. We'll get the names of these as we move forward. But a nice way to start the day for the fans of the Mustangs. We got a decent turnout, I guess, for a track event. Not too many people, but definitely you'll have track. You're faithful to it. You're going to come out to all these events here at Hidden Valley High Schools. We had one earlier this year, just between the Mustangs and the Knights, I believe it was earlier this year. And districts are coming up later next month, I believe, early on in May for the Skyline Conference. As now the junior varsity boys get set up, and we should keep it rolling from here on out for these races. A lot of the field events slowing down too, but again, getting ready for the race is definitely the most exciting part of the track and field. Of course, track does come first in that name, so definitely want to keep your eye on the races. So it looks to me like we got, I believe that's going to be Henley, North Valley, and Hidden Valley in the junior varsity boys contest. Illinois Valley not sporting the junior varsity teams. Again, they are the only 2A school at this event. Everyone else in the Skyline Conference. And Illinois Valley in the 2A with schools like Butte Falls and Bonanza, Lakeview. Smaller schools in smaller regions. Illinois Valley, of course, out of Cave Junction. North Valley from up in Merlin, and Henley, one of the county schools out of Klamath Falls. Again, you can mention Henley, probably echo this a few more times throughout the broadcast. Henley, the high school home of the gold medal decathlon athlete Dan O'Brien from back in 1996. I believe the junior varsity boys still getting set down there. Javelin throws continue, as I believe we're seeing the varsity girls line up down there for the javelin. See football head coach James Powers trying to mediate down there. Volunteer in his time. Always great to see. So go down the schedule just one more time here at Hidden Valley High School. Again, the second track meet of the year held here at the Evergreen Federal Sports Complex. So we got the 4x100 relays. After that, we're going to have the 1,500 meter race. Then we're going to have the 100 meter dashes, 400 meter dashes. Then we're going to see the hurdles come out for just the junior varsity and varsity boys. No girls contest there, it looks like. And again, the 110 meter hurdles there. Then we're going to have the 800 meters, 200 meter dash. Then we're going to have the 300 meter hurdles, and we'll keep you updated from there. But that should bring us closer to the end of the afternoon as junior varsity boys get set to go. First leg of North Valley really making a nice go of things. Now it's really just a race between Hidden Valley and North Valley. The third leg of North Valley really taking over this race. Skylar Powers trying to finish this final leg. It goes neck and neck. Skylar Powers finally takes him over in the last leg of this race. Crossing the finish line, that looked like it was Skylar Powers finishing that one in first. So Hidden Valley winning both the two first races of the day. Skylar Powers finishing strong in the last leg of that race. Javelin's still going on. I'm impressed. Can't quite see who the thrower was there. Look like the varsity boys are throwing right now. So I believe we're going to see the 1500-meter race next. What our schedule calls for. I don't think we're going to be split between junior varsity and varsity contests, as the last call for the 1500-meter race was just a couple minutes ago. Again, as we saw the 4x100 finished right now, Jaden Steele and her crew finishing in first place again, as they did back at the Prefontaine Rotary Invitational back on Saturday. Again, the team that finished first there was Jaden Steele, Nia Kendall, Janelle, and Jada Hurley. And of course, we'll get the names of the teams that just participated in just a few minutes for Hidden Valley. Still waiting for that 1500-meter relay to get started. We're going to take a break here on HVTV1. Hidden Valley Mustangs, they took the first couple races here, the girls 4x100 and the boys 4x100. And again, you're watching this all on HVTV1.com.
This live event on HVTV1 is brought to you in part by Evergreen Federal Bank and President Jeff Hyde. Evergreen has served our community for over 80 years with locations in Grants Pass, Medford, and Rogue River. Evergreen Federal Bank, member of FDIC, equal housing lender. This event is also sponsored by Fields Ace Home Center, your hometown hardware store where you drive a little and save a lot. Fields Ace Home Center is open 7 days a week in Murphy. This live event on HVTV1 is brought to you in part by HVTV1 would like to thank Southern Oregon Audio Visual and Ciro Bignati for helping Hidden Valley athletics and activities. Whether you're entertaining 10 people or 1,000, call Southern Oregon Audio Visual at 541-890-2334. Again, that's 541-890-2334. James B. Hurley wants to help you plan your future. If you want to grow your retirement fund or even buy a house, consult with James B. Hurley at 924-1934. Again, that's 924-1934. HVTV1.
Welcome back to HVTV1.com. Getting set for the 1500-meter race. This one a longer one, definitely all about keeping pace. Going around that turn, one lap completed here in the 1500 meter. Really distancing himself from the pack is the racer from North Valley. really distancing himself from the pack there. Almost the distance between him and the second place is the difference between second and the rest of the pack. So again, after this event, it's going to be the 100-meter dash. Incredible lead there. I know they're not going very fast, but relatively speaking, Smoke and the rest of the pack going much faster, keeping his pace much better. Coming around the third turn. We zoom out, you can see the rest of the pack just barely crossing that right side goalpost. Starting to lap people coming in, heading into that second turn on the back side of the the right end zone. In his final lap, of course, starting to pick up pace a bit. Had some gas left in the tank, it seems, and starting to surpass some of these racers. And finishing in first that race, racer from North Valley. Again, we'll get these names as we move forward. A little bit tough to know who's who at this point in the race. Nice race there for North Valley, trying to get some points back up on the board and potentially win this meet, but Hidden Valley still obviously winning the two 4x100s. Definitely a good pace to keep there. here with the winner of that last race, Patrick Claiborne. Now, my first question is, obviously, you kind of, I guess, smoked everyone else in that race, finishing way in front of everyone else. What kind of training goes into a race like that?
Like a lot of speed work. Like we do speed, and then some days we do long distance. And then when you're like off in front, or even when you're just in the back of the pack, kind of running by yourself, the main thing is just trying to, in your head, just have a good race and not worry about what place you're in.
Right, and then kind of talked about this before coming over here. You play any other sports? Just trying to get to know you a little bit.
Yeah, like cross country, basketball, and track is what I do.
So, cross country, also long distance running. How much of the training is similar between cross country and then long distance track?
So like for speed work days in cross country, you'll run like 1,000-meter and mile repeats, stuff like that. And then in track, we'll run stuff like 300 meters because it's a shorter distance, and that's the main difference. We'll run long runs the same and everything.
All right, thank you, man, and have a good rest of your day.
Thanks, you too.
All right, welcome back to HVTV1.com. Getting ready for the 100-meter dash, it looks like, after Patrick Claiborne, the sophomore from North Valley, won the 1,500-meter race. Got a chance to talk with him down there. I believe we're getting ready for the girls' 100-meter dash. So after the 100-meter dash, we're going to have the 400-meter, and then the hurdles get broken out with the 110-meter hurdles, 33 inches off the ground, I believe. 100-meter dashes, though, this is where it gets exciting. I mean, just the straight run, you don't got to worry about endurance. You just give it 100% from the first gunshot, I guess. That and the 4x100s have got to be the greatest events. But the short sprints are always definitely exciting. So again, the girls' 100-meter dash. Nia Kendall finished first on the Prefontaine Rotary Invitational in the 100-meter dash, and Jada Hurley finished second. Again, that was the varsity contest. I see Nia Kendall down there right now, and don't see Jada Hurley, though. So Nia Kendall, definitely the lady you want to keep your eye on in this 100-meter dash. Again, finishing first on Saturday. Jada Hurley finished fifth for the boys. Skylar Powers, who won the last leg of the 4x100, is also participating in the 100-meter dash for the boys. When that comes up a little bit later, he finished 32nd in the 100-meter dash and 18th in the 200-meter dash. So those are junior varsity girls, so we should see seeing Nia Kendall and Jada Hurley coming up pretty soon after that junior varsity contest. So again, participant schools here at Hidden Valley High School is going to be obviously the Hidden Valley Mustangs, North Valley Knights, Illinois Valley Cougars, and the Henley Hornets. Again, really the race you're going to want to keep your eye on for North Valley is Bailey Toohey. Again, she has third place in the all-time North Valley records for the 100 meters. Finished third place in the all-time again, 12.11 seconds in the 100-meter dash. She also has a third best record in all of North Valley history in the 200-meter dash at 24.77 seconds. So Bailey Toohey and Nia Kendall, the two races you're going to want to keep your eye on if this is the varsity girls contest. be able to tell once that blank is fired. And this is the 100-meter dash. And they're off. Nia Kendall and Bailey Toohey at the front of the pack, just like we expected. Bailey Toohey looks like she's going to finish in front of Nia Kendall. And she will. Bailey Toohey winning the 100-meter dash for North Valley and the varsity girls. Just in front of Nia Kendall, maybe by a second, winning that race. Again, Bailey Toohey, definitely the racer from North Valley you're going to want to keep your eye on. Again, 6 records in the top 5 and 1 where she finished 6th. So, again, definitely the racer you're going to want to keep your eye on. So still in the 100 meters, it's going to be the junior varsity boys, I believe. So we'll see them, and then the varsity boys in the 100-meter dash, all out for the length of the football field just about. So in the junior varsity boys, try to make out some of those faces, but not quite too sure about the junior varsity boys, but might see faces like Brian Musak, Connor Wright, just to name a few of the younger racers on this Mustang roster. And it looks like there's a lot of blue down there, so we're definitely going to see a lot of the Mustangs in this junior varsity contest. Waiting to see if Henley, North Valley, or Illinois Valley, any of those 3 schools line up to get going after that blank is fired. Again, 100 meters, about the length of the football field of 100 yards, so think about how quick people's 40-yard dashes are, and pretty much double that and then some change. Probably get close to about 13 seconds, I would guess, is the average. And again, some records that we named earlier. So it's just two racers in the junior varsity boys. So now we're going to be set up for the 100-meter dash for the varsity contest, I believe. We see Illinois Valley racers down there, North Valley, a couple of Hidden Valley down there. Don't see many Henley, but excuse me, both of those racers from Henley down in the blue and yellow. Going to see Illinois Valley in the dark red, the North Valley in the white and red. The racer who just got a little bit of a head start there, practicing his takeoff. The white and very dark red for North Valley. And for the Mustangs, you're going to see the just the straight blue. Henley, again, blue and yellow. Illinois Valley, just the straight red. So hopefully we'll be able to keep an eye on all these teams. Might see some Henley and some dark blue, but again, it'll be easy to tell in contrast to Hidden Valley in just the straight light Mustang blue that we see all over campus here in Murphy. So as we want to remind you again, the 100-meter dash Henley taking part of it, and part of the decathlon is the 100-meter dash. And again, Dan O'Brien, Olympic champion back in 1996, was the gold medalist, graduating from Henley High School in the 80s. And they're off. So looks like continuing with the junior varsity boys. Tough to tell, but I believe the racer from Henley took that one. Might get one more round of junior varsity. It's tough to tell. A lot of these racers, you can usually tell in other sports about who's junior varsity and who's varsity, but a lot of these racers are built differently than other sports, and that's when you really got to give credit to the student athletes who do both, who might do basketball and then switch to track, lose a bit of the weight, a bit of the bulk from basketball, and then get right back into running. But racers definitely built a lot different than basketball or even football players. Definitely built a lot different than football players. But again, we did mention there are some Hidden Valley Mustang football players who are on this track team. Glenn Rossi, and all-conference player, as well as Jeremiah Noga, who ended up playing football and basketball, making his appearance on this track team. Jeremiah Noga, as a matter of fact, finished third in the 400 meters on Saturday for Hidden Valley at the Prefontaine Rotary Invitational. Glenn Rossi finished 16th in the 100 meters at the Prefontaine Invitational. Again, that was on Saturday at Marshfield High School, where the racer Steve Prefontaine graduated. Still working on that javelin down there, it looks like. So again, the javelin taking place right there behind those flags over in the left goal post. We'll be over there in just a second. I got the high jump and the pole vault over there is taking off quick in this one. Racer from Hidden Valley out in front of just about everyone else. Taking the win with ease. A lot more North Valley racers lining up down there. Again, Bailey Toohey taking the girls varsity 100-meter dash in front of Nia Kendall. Bailey Toohey, again, the winner there. Some other events we might see her take place in is the 200-meter dash, the 400-meter dash. We saw the 4x100 earlier, won by Hidden Valley. And probably already participated in her field events, which is pole vault and the long jump from Bailey Toohey of North Valley. And they're off. North Valley and Henley. That one's close from the very beginning, and it looks like towards the end in the sixth lane, one of the racers from North Valley overtook in that last second. I couldn't quite tell, but was hanging in the back of the pack there and just sped up there at the end. 100-meter, man, you give 100% from that very beginning, and you've got a shot at winning just about anything. The 100-meter, very exciting race to watch. Racers giving it their all from the very first blank fired. Got some taller racers out there now. You can only assume this is the varsity contest. We've had a lot of 100-meter dashes. And again, just to remind you, if you're just joining us, I'm going to run down the schedule one more time for you here. After the 100-meter dash is going to be the 400 meters. And we're going to break out the hurdles for the 110 meter hurdles, 33 inches off the ground. These racers are going to have to jump. They're going to move to 800 meters. Going to shrink it back down to 200, then 300 meter hurdles. Going to be an interesting one there. Then you got 3,000 meters, the 4x400 relay, and then the 100 meter hurdles as these racers are off. Tough to tell who won there. Very close race. Got some action going on at the pole vault. Still some movement at the high jump. Looks like the shot put's quieted down, and javelin's been going on for the better part of the day. I like watching the javelin.
This is the third and final call for the 400-meter run. Third and final call for the 400-meter run. Please report to the starting line.
So again, after the 100-meter dash is going to be the 400-meter run. And I'm going to be interesting. One lap around the quarter mile. Well, a little bit less than one lap around, I would say. So this is going to be participating in this one. Just a couple of faces you might see for Hidden Valley. Getting a little practice run there was Glenn Rossi. In the 100-meter, he finished 16th at the Prefontaine Rotary Invitational. Skylar Powers, who won the last leg of the 4x100, should see some of him finish 32nd in the Prefontaine Rotary Invitational over at Marshfield High School. So Glenn Rossi is going to be closest to us by the fence. Then we're going to have North Valley, Illinois Valley, and kind of alternating from there. Skylar Powers is going to be in the 6th lane. Skylar Powers taking a lead, as a matter of fact. Trying to get there down the stretch, is almost being overtaken. It looks like he might have squeaked out with the win there. Tough to tell, but Skylar Powers definitely in the lead and definitely an improvement from finishing 32nd on Saturday, regardless of if he finished 1st or 2nd. But good showing from Powers. Again, winning Hidden Valley that 4x100 in the final leg for the first event of the afternoon. And doing very well in the 100-meter dash there. With that, we're going to take a break here on HVTV1.com. We're going to be right back with more of the Hidden Valley track meet right here, again, on HVTV1.com.
Evergreen Federal Bank and President Jeff Hyde. Evergreen has served our community for over 80 years with locations in Grants Pass, Medford, and Rogue River. Evergreen Federal Bank, member of FDIC, equal housing lender. This event is also sponsored by Fields Ace Home Center, your hometown hardware store where you drive a little and save a lot. Fields Ace Home Center is open 7 days a week in Murphy. We would like to thank Southern Oregon Audio Visual and Ciro Bignati for helping Hidden Valley athletics and activities. Whether you're entertaining 10 people or 1,000, call Southern Oregon Audio Visual at 541-890-2334. Again, that's 541-890-2334. James B. Hurley wants to help you plan your future. If you want to grow your retirement fund or even buy a house, consult with James B. Hurley at 924-1934. Again, that's 924-1934. HVTV1 would like to The weather is changing outside and you may need to update your wardrobe. If that is the case, then contact LuLaRoe Nikki McGuire on Facebook. Mention HVTV1 for $10 off your first purchase. Again, that's LuLaRoe Nikki McGuire on Facebook. The weather is
Welcome back to HVTV1.com. We're on the campus of Hidden Valley High School in Murphy, Oregon, just south of Grants Pass. About 70 degrees, nice blue skies as we are at about 5:15 p.m. The sun's not setting for quite a bit longer, so we're going to have a nice rest of the meet here between the Hidden Valley Mustangs, North Valley Knights, Illinois Valley Cougars, and the Henley Hornets. Three of those teams in the Skyline Conference. Again, we mentioned Illinois Valley in the 2A, so definitely tougher competition for them. They've yet to win an event. North Valley snagged a couple, but Hidden Valley won most of the varsity contests so far. I'm interested to see if Skylar Powers ended up winning first place in that 100-meter dash, and I will find out here in just a few minutes. But good races so far for Hidden Valley, winning the varsity girls 4x100, the varsity boys 4x100. They just lost the varsity girls 100-meter dash to Bailey Toohey, but always a force there. Definitely the Mustang killer in just about every sport she plays, whether it's soccer, basketball, or, and as we saw here today, track. And then, as I mentioned, Skylar Powers either finishing first or second in the 100-meter dash for the Mustang boys. Next event here at Hidden Valley is going to be the 400-meter run, about a lap around the black track here in Murphy. Got the what looks to be the long jump or maybe the triple jump going on behind the javelin back there. I believe that's head basketball coach Alex Keller doing the sorry about that, doing the officiating for that. We mentioned football head coach James Powers donating his time to do the javelin as well. Looks like we're getting ready for the 400-meter run. JV girls, that's going to be two Mustangs and one Cougar running around doing their lap here. So this is one of those odd ones where you still got to, sprint, but it's also about keeping pace, a bit of a longer run. And it's not a dash, this one's a run, so you got to keep your pace. Don't want to go too fast and burn yourself out before going around this third turn here, as you do have one more straightaway. Going around their final turn there. Looks like that's Sally Berg getting passed up, coming around that final turn. Trying to kick it into next gear, getting rooted on by these Mustang fans. Sally Berg finishing second in the 400-meter run. Sally Berg also finished 11th in the 3,000-meter run for Hidden Valley. Discus got to be fun. Happening back there in the sand pit behind the right side. Right side end zone be girls discus. I believe we're getting ready for the 400-meter run. I believe Bailey Toohey and Nia Kendall setting up back there to do it again. Again, Bailey Toohey, the third best 400-meter run time in North Valley history with 57.36. Third best for the girls North Valley of all time. Again, that's Bailey Toohey. Again, we thank you for joining us here on this bright, sunny afternoon from Hidden Valley High School. If it is your first time joining us on HVTV1.com, we cover baseball and softball as well this spring season, as well as basketball and wrestling during the winter and football in the fall. And if you want to relive any of those seasons or, of course, follow the baseball and softball as we move through league play, go ahead and subscribe to HVTV1 Student News or follow our website daily at HVTV1.com.
We're starting our second heat of the 400. We need you all to please be off the track.
Again, the Mustangs, the Cougars, the Knights, and the Hornets all those schools participating in this track event. Track and field, I should say. We haven't followed much of the field events, but javelin has been going on next to us. Been periodically tuning into that as the second part of the 400-meter run is underway, and these ones going much faster. That looks like Nia Kendall coming around that first turn, taking the lead. Can't be certain though, so far away. That is Nia Kendall trying to get in front of Janelle Hurley, who's in first place in this race. And it looks like Janelle Hurley is going to end up finishing first for the Mustangs in the 400-meter run.
We're getting ready to start our last 400 race. We need everyone off the track, please. This is the third and final call for the 100-meter hurdles. When it's time, we need to make sure that our hurdle crew is ready. If you are missing your inhaler, it is at the discus area.
That's kind of cool, actually. That's awesome. You plan on living over there? That's pretty awesome, dude. Honestly, that's super cool.
This is the first call for the 110-meter hurdles. First call for the 110-meter hurdle.
I'm working on it. Oh, no. Are you going to try to blend? You know what you should try to do is blend in and see how long it takes to get everything else. I can't do that. All right, sorry about that brief pause, folks. We're getting into the boys' portion of the 400-meter dash, it looks like. You might as well keep you posted. Javelin's still going on. Super interesting stuff. I actually like watching the javelin. So we got one Hidden Valley participant, and looks like 4 North Valley participants in this leg of the 400-meter run. Maybe 2 Hidden Valley participants, as we'll see them as they come around the last turn when they make their way towards us in the bleachers. It's a very night-heavy front of the pack there. Coming into the final portion, that's Jacob Tanner in 3rd place for Hidden Valley right now. And yeah, I believe that was Jacob Tanner finishing 3rd for Hidden Valley in that part of the 400 meter. So it looks like they're getting set to do the 110-meter hurdles. With that, we're going to take a break here on HVTV1 as they get set to see the hurdles. We're going to see Mustangs like Clara Scott coming out there pretty soon on HVTV1.com.
This live event on HVTV1 is brought to you in part by Evergreen Federal Bank and President Jeff Hyde. Evergreen has served our community for over 80 years with locations in Grants Pass, Medford, and Rogue River. Evergreen Federal Bank, member of FDIC, equal housing lender. This event is also sponsored by Fields Ace Home Center, your hometown hardware store where you drive a little and save a lot. Fields Ace Home Center is open 7 days a week in Murphy. This live event on HVTV1 is brought to you in part by Evergreen Federal Bank and President Jeff Hyde. Evergreen has served our community for over 80 years with locations in Grants Pass, Medford, and Rogue River. Evergreen Federal Bank, member of FDIC, equal housing lender. This event is also sponsored by Fields Ace Home Center, your hometown hardware store where you drive a little and save a lot. Fields Ace Home Center is open 7 days a week in Murphy. Oregon Audio Visual and Ciro Bignati for helping Hidden Valley athletics and activities. Whether you're entertaining 10 people or 1,000, call Southern Oregon Audio Visual at 541-890-2334. Again, that's 541-890-2334. James B. Hurley wants to help you plan your future. If you want to grow your retirement fund or even buy a house, consult with James B. Hurley at 924-1934. Again, that's 924-1934. Changing outside and you may need to update your wardrobe. If that is the case, then contact LuLaRoe Nikki McGuire on Facebook. Mention HVTV1 for $10 off your first purchase. Again, that's LuLaRoe Nikki McGuire on Facebook. The weather is changing.
Welcome back to HVTV1.com, the Hidden Valley hosted track meet, the second of the year. The Mustangs, the Cougars, the Knights, and the Hornets all here at Hidden Valley High School in Murphy, south of Grants Pass. Nice blue skies looking over the Applegate Valley here in Murphy. Getting set for the 110 hurdles. Hurdles 33 inches off the ground. Going to see Mustangs like Clara Scott going at it. She holds the second best hurdle time for Hidden Valley at 16.7 seconds. So after the 110 meter hurdles, we're going to go for the 800 meters, then 200. Then we got the 300 meter hurdles, then the 3,000 meter run. So we should be getting ready here pretty soon. The varsity girls looks like are going to be the only group going for the girls. It looks like we got, like I said, Clara Scott down there. We got one other Mustang. Can't quite make out who that is, but definitely excited to see Clara Scott, again, the second best hurdle in Mustang history, about 16 seconds. We can start any minute now. So we got the hurdles all set up. 6 lanes going, it looks like, at once here. As you might see, some 7 lanes are the max capacity here at Hidden Valley. We only got 6 lanes for the hurdles. Eight. But only 6 lanes going here. All right, and they're getting ready and they're off. Clara Scott, the record holder for Hidden Valley. She's taking a quick lead, very quick going over these hurdles. A commanding lead for Clara Scott. And she is going to end up winning that one with no problem. We'll catch up with her in a couple minutes on HVTV1.com. We'll try to get an interview with Clara Scott within the next 10 minutes or so. All right, I'm here with Claire Scott winning the 110-meter hurdles, was it? You have the second best record for Hidden Valley right now. Can you talk a little bit about what training goes into track is different from, basketball? What's the switch like between the seasons, I guess?
Well, so in track, I have a lot more passion for it in the first place, and I've been working on hurdles since I was in 8th grade, and I've been looking at the records, trying to break them, and I do a lot of strength training. I'd say that's a big difference. I just do a lot of strength training, and I practice hurdle starts every day.
What else are we going to see you in today? Anything else besides just the hurdles?
I just did the hurdles, and I threw jav already.
Okay, well, how'd you finish in javelin?
I got a PR. I threw 94.
Awesome. Well, it's great to hear from you, and good luck for the rest of your day and hopefully the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Back up to you.
This is the second call for the 800-meter run. Second call for the 800-meter run.
mic up or yours? Okay, good. So what they call men's pole vault? They called men's pole vault? Or men's javelin? It was one of those two, right? I wish they gave out placings. That'd make life slightly easier. Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like I don't know. What's next? Do you know? Again?
Where'd you have the camera when I was interviewing? Was it waist and above?
Yeah. Well, no. What happened was it was waist and above, and then when I went to turn the volume up, the camera shot up.
Oh. Yeah. I don't know.
And it's just because of the tripod.
It's just picky.
But I fixed it, so you just gotta tell them that the camera.
It was your headset that was turned off.
You just gotta tell them that Oh no, I didn't say anything back. Oh, we'll sit there by restart the tournament. Do I get a pee break?
No, Don.
No?
Yeah, you get your union allocated 10. 2 minutes.
Oh, you're activating the service?
I'll get on your hands for you.
Huh?
I'll get on hands for you.
Alright. Where's the bathroom?
This is the second call for the boys pole vault. Please report at this time. Second call for the boys pole vault. Please report.
So this is 1200 meters?
Something like that. No, hit and run.
Oh, so 2 laps. Okay. That's great.
Yeah. Alright. Wanna go take a break? Go take a break. Take 5.
5, you got 10.
I got 5. I apologize for that brief pause. Folks, we're getting into the 800-meter runs, I believe, so we're going to take a break right before then. You're watching the Hidden Valley Track Meet on HVTV1.com.
This live event on HVTV1 is brought to you in part by Evergreen Federal Bank and President Jeff Hyde. Evergreen has served our community for over 80 years with locations in Grants Pass, Medford, and Rogue River. Evergreen Federal Bank, member of FDIC, equal housing lender. This event is also sponsored by Fields Ace Home Center, your hometown hardware store where you drive a little and save a lot. Fields Ace Home Center is open 7 days a week in Murphy. HVTV1 would like to thank Southern Oregon Audio Visual and Ciro Bignati for helping Hidden Valley athletics and activities. Whether you're entertaining 10 people or 1,000, call Southern Oregon Audio Visual at 541-890-2334. Again, that's 541-890-2334. James B. Hurley wants to help you plan your future. If you want to grow your retirement fund or even buy a house, consult with James B. Hurley at 924-1934. Again, that's 924-1934. Outside, you may need to update your wardrobe. If that is the case, then contact LuLaRoe Nikki McGuire on Facebook. Mention HVTV1 for $10 off your first purchase. Again, that's LuLaRoe Nikki McGuire on Facebook. The weather is changing outside.
Welcome back to HVTV1.com. We're in the 800-meter race right now on the girls' side of things. Follow them coming around, finishing up their first lap as we bring things back to you again. North Valley Knights, the Illinois Valley Cougars, the Hidden Valley Mustangs, and the Henley Hornets all participating on this track and field day at Hidden Valley. Coming around that big straightaway on the other side. Coming around the third turn. Very far out in front. These two separating themselves from the rest of the pack. Sally Berg in second place right now to Illinois Valley's Erica Brooks. Erica Brooks, as a matter of fact, from Illinois Valley, signing to Oregon Tech for track and field. Obviously the 800 in her repertoire of sorts. Sally Berg finishing second place for Hidden Valley. Erica Brooks finishing first. Still got finishers coming in for the Mustangs. Been a great day into the action so far at Hidden Valley. Coming up on the schedule, we just saw the 800 meters. We got the 200 meter dashes, the 300 meter hurdles, the 3,000 meter run, and the 4x400 relay, followed by the 100 meter hurdles to finish out the day. According to our schedule here, appears we already did the 100 meters, but I'm not certain on that. Been a little bit jumping around on the schedule, it seems like today. Got started a little bit late, so maybe they grouped the hurdle scheduling together. Not quite sure on that one. Gonna have another group of the 800 meter runners coming up next. Got a couple Mustangs down there. Got a couple Hornets, some Knights. Getting started down there on the left side of the end zone.
This is the second call for the 200 meter run. Please report to that starting line.
And they're calling for the 200 meter run. So again, that is next. Track event's still going on. It looks like most of the field events have wrapped up. Should be getting set any minute now. We got Knights, Hornets in the first and second lane. 2 Mustangs in 3 and 4, it looks like. Knights in 5, 6, and 7. And maybe Illinois Valley Cougars in at the 8 spot. As they head around their first turn. Getting around the third turn here. Getting 2 laps here in the 800 meter. Now in their final lap, going around the far side. It's all about 15-yard difference between our leading racer and the second and third place racers right now. Going around the second turn.
This is the third and final call for boys pole vault. Third and final call for boys pole vault.
Get off the track! Come on, Soren, what are you doing on the track?
And have a North Valley winner in the 800 meter. Apologies for the pause there, folks. Had a situation going on. Again, sorry, a little bit of a situation going on. But we're back at it. Not quite sure what's next. All the hurdles and all the starting, I guess, blocks are cleared. Going to take a look at our schedule here. So after the 800 meters, we got the 200 meter dash. So we're going to see the 200 meter coming up next. After that, we got the 300 meter hurdles. Then the 3,000 meter run. Then the 4x400 replay. We finish out the day with the 100 meter hurdles. Again, I believe you already did the 100 meter hurdles. Might have been the 110, but I feel like we grouped them together because of the late start. I'm not quite sure. Going to have to get that cleared up pretty soon here. But it looks like all the field events are done. They do have the pole vault going on. But past that, we haven't seen much. And there they go for the 200 meter. Got the junior varsity going there with the North Valley Knight leading the pack, followed by an angry swarm of Hornets. A little bit nervous around here. We got a little bit of a wasp situation going on. Not a fan. So apologize if I end up going quiet or screaming. So North Valley winning that one. Again, just to recap the day for you as we go down this list, if you're just joining us. We started off the day with the 4x100 relay for the girls. Hidden Valley won that one. And for the boys, Skylar Powers, an incredible last leg of the 4x100 to win. Both those contests went to Hidden Valley. Then we had the 1,500 meter race. Neither of those going to Hidden Valley, though. We had a North Valley winner in that one. Moving on to the 400 meter run, the one lap run. Just beat out Hidden Valley, I believe Nia Kendall winning that one. Or excuse me. No, Hidden Valley not winning that one, but Nia Kendall would come back to place in the 100 meter run. She finished second there, only to Bailey Toohey. And as we move into the 110 meter hurdles, Clara Scott winning that one as well. Mustangs boys have had a little bit of a tough day placing since that first event. But, placing first. Obviously, they're placing within the top 4 or 3 almost every time. But after that first event, having a tough time getting first or second. Getting started with the second part of the 200 meter, there. Speeding around that corner, runner from North Valley, try to make out who that is. I believe that's Bailey Toohey, just about annihilating everyone else. Jaden Steele in the blue there, trying to come around Bailey Toohey. And we said keep your eye on her. That was the 200 meter right there. She has the third best record in North Valley history, a 24.77 finish back in 2016, I believe it was. Also this year broke 100 goals in soccer, one of only a handful of Oregon players to do that at North Valley High School. Really the Mustang killer, as I mentioned earlier, in soccer, basketball, and now track, taking a couple of first place events here at Hidden Valley High School. So you should see some boys getting ready for the 200 meter here in a moment. Skylar Powers finished 18th in the 200 meter at the Prefontaine Rotary Invitational last Saturday at Marshfield. Still got the javelin going, huh? I like it. And they're off from the 200 meter. Only a couple of racers here. I believe this is junior varsity boys. Two Hidden Valley runners. So Hidden Valley coming in first and second place in that 200 meter race. Should be seeing the varsity boys get set going here pretty soon. Maybe junior varsity action. Looks like the Henley runners are getting set down there. Can't quite be certain. Tough to tell from over here. Well, again, most of the field events are finished up. They're still throwing javelin. Looks like high jump is still going on, and I believe pole vault has stopped for the time being. Henley and North Valley. racer from Henley taking the junior varsity boys second round of the 200-meter race. Should be varsity boys getting set to go in the 200-meter. Any second now, we should see that blank being fired. Coming around fast from Henley. And now North Valley taking the lead.
Hurdle crew, please be ready after this race to set up the rest of the hurdles after this last race of the 200.
So, as I mentioned, setting up the hurdles after this race. So after 200 meters is going to be the 300-meter hurdle races. So you've got 4 more events to go. We got the 300-meter hurdles, the 3,000-meter run, the 4x400 relay, and the 100-meter hurdle run. Track is going to be clearing off in a second. Get ready for the final portion of the 200-meter race. Again, should see Skylar Powers, who finished 18th back on Saturday at the Prefontaine Rotary Invitational at Marshfield. Gotta love the javelin still going on. Ready. When do they get set? There they go, and go. For the final portion of the 200-meter race.
This is the third and final call for the 300-meter hurdles. Third and final call. First call for the girls'
Hidden Valley Mustang. Looks like Jeremiah Noga in the lead there. And Noga going to win the 200-meter race.
The hurdles out on the track.
And as they move the hurdles onto the track, we're going to take a break here on HVTV1. It seems like a good note to end it on with Jeremiah Noga winning the 200-meter race for Hidden Valley. That makes, I believe, their 4th win of the day. It'll be their 5th win of the day, as a matter of fact. So again, we're going to take a break here on HVTV1. When we come back, it's the 300-meter hurdles on HVTV1.com.
This live event on HVTV1 is brought to you in part by Evergreen Federal Bank and President Jeff Hyde. Evergreen has served our community for over 80 years with locations in Grants Pass, Medford, and Rogue River. Evergreen Federal Bank, member of FDIC, equal housing lender. This event is also sponsored by Fields Ace Home Center, your hometown hardware store where you drive a little and save a lot. Fields Ace Home Center is open 7 days a week in Murphy. This live event HVTV1 would like to thank Southern Oregon Audio Visual and Ciro Bignati for helping Hidden Valley athletics and activities. Whether you're entertaining 10 people or 1,000, call Southern Oregon Audio Visual at 541-890-2334. Again, that's 541-890-2334. James B. Hurley wants to help you plan your future. If you want to grow your retirement fund or even buy a house, consult with James B. Hurley at 924-1934. Again, that's 924-1934. You may need to update your wardrobe. If that is the case, then contact LuLaRoe Nikki McGuire on Facebook. Mention HVTV1 for $10 off your first purchase. Again, that's LuLaRoe Nikki McGuire on Facebook. The weather is changing outside, and you... HVTV1 is brought to you in part by Evergreen Federal Bank and President Jeff Hyde. Evergreen has served our community for over 80 years with locations in Grants Pass, Medford, and Rogue River. Evergreen Federal Bank, member of FDIC, equal housing lender. This event is also sponsored by Fields Ace Home Center, your hometown hardware store where you drive a little and save a lot. Fields Ace Home Center is open 7 days a week in Murphy. I'd like to thank Southern Oregon Audio Visual and Ciro Bignati for helping Hidden Valley athletics and activities. Whether you're entertaining 10 people or 1,000, call Southern Oregon Audio Visual at 541-890-2334. Again, that's 541-890-2334. James B. Hurley wants to help you plan your future. If you want to grow your retirement fund or even buy a house, consult with James B. Hurley at 924-1934. Again, that's 924-1934. May need to update your wardrobe. If that is the case, then contact LuLaRoe Nikki McGuire on Facebook. Mention HVTV1 for $10 off your first purchase. Again, that's LuLaRoe Nikki McGuire on Facebook. The weather is changing outside.
Welcome back to HVTV1.com. We're in the boys junior varsity, I believe, for the 300-meter hurdle jumps. So we've got North Valley and Henley. Only two schools going on again. It's been a long day so far. And Hidden Valley, North Valley, Illinois Valley, and Henley, all the schools attending this meet this afternoon. So with the 300-meter hurdles, Hidden Valley didn't have any high-placed finishers last Saturday. But just to go down this list one more time as we move into the longer 3,000-meter race. It's going to take place here in a few minutes, probably. As a matter of fact, yeah, after this one, then we got 4x400, then 100-meter hurdles. After, of course, the 300-meter hurdles. But last Saturday was the Prefontaine Rotary Invitational. Excuse me, sorry about that. The Prefontaine Rotary Invitational, hosted at Marshfield High School. Named after Steve Prefontaine, who went to Marshfield High School. A great track runner, went to U of O. And set records for the Oregon Track Club in the 2,000 and 10,000 meter runs. Tragically died in a car accident in 1975, though remembered by one of the great track meets in prep track and field in Oregon. So over there on Saturday, the 100-meter finishers for Hidden Valley, the notable ones at least, was Nia Kendall finishing in first place. Jada Hurley finished second, right behind Nia Kendall in the 100-meter race for Hidden Valley on Saturday. Glenn Rossi finished 16th for the boys, and Skylar Powers finished 32nd for the 200-meter finishers for Hidden Valley. Nia Kendall also won that one, and the other lady finisher for Hidden Valley was the fifth-place finisher was Jada Hurley, and Skylar Powers finishing 18th in the men's division in that one. 400-meter finishers was Jeremiah Noga, notably finishing third, again in the 400-meter run. The 800-meter run, which we saw just a little bit earlier here today, notable finishers were Jacob Tanner and Caleb Scott, finishing 11th and 15th respectively. Dane Miller, a senior for Hidden Valley. Again, it was senior day here today, earlier this afternoon. He finished 18th in the 1-mile run for Hidden Valley. In the 3,000-meter run, Sally Berg finished 11th for the Lady Stangs Hidden Valley. And they're off for the 300-meter hurdles, I believe. Yeah, these are the hurdles still. Hurdles for Hidden Valley on Saturday. Clara Scott finished 5th in the 100-meter hurdles. The relay finishers for Hidden Valley in the 4x100, the first place team was Jaden Steele, Nia Kendall, Janelle, and Jada Hurley. And in the 4x400, Jaden Steele, Jocelyn Nichols, Jada Hurley, and Nia Kendall won that one as well. And North Valley Racer going to be winning up front in that one.
Final call for the 3,000-meter run. Third and final call. Please report to the starting line. This is the second call for the 4x4 relay.
So final call for the 3,000-meter run. Definitely a longer one there. In the field events on Saturday for Hidden Valley, Kaya Fisher finished first in the 4-kilogram shot put. Hallie Jesse finished third behind her. Clancy Allen also placed in the shot puts, the 12-pound shot put. He finished 6th and 12th in the discus. Jocelyn Nichols finished second in the high jump, and Janelle Hurley finished third in the long jump. Garrett Haggerty finished first in the high jump with a personal record of 6'5" off the ground. Getting ready for the 3,000 meter, I believe, once they clear all those hurdles off. And yeah, that seems to be what's happening.
Hurdle crew, we need you helping taking the hurdles off the field or the track. We need all hurdles off the track so we can start the next race. We have just 2 races to go. I'd like to say thank you for coming. As you're leaving, if you please make sure to look around and pick up all your trash and all your things and take them with you. Thank you.
She mentions only 2 races left to go. So we'll have the 3,000 meter race and the 4x400 to finish out the afternoon. That's turning in tonight. The blue skies stayed out for most of it. We started here at about 4 o'clock and just after 6:30 now. So making quick work of things to finish out the evening and night. So as they clear the track and get ready for this long 3,000 meter run, we're going to take a break here on HVTV1. Again, only 2 races left to go, the 3,000 meter run and the 4x400 meter relays. We're going to come back soon on HVTV1.com.
On HVTV1 is brought to you in part by Evergreen Federal Bank and President Jeff Hyde. Evergreen has served our community for over 80 years with locations in Grants Pass, Medford, and Rogue River. Evergreen Federal Bank, member of FDIC, equal housing lender. This event is also sponsored by Fields Ace Home Center, your hometown hardware store where you drive a little and save a lot. Fields Ace Home Center is open 7 days a week in Murphy. This live event on HVTV1 is brought to you in part by Evergreen. HVTV1 would like to thank Southern Oregon Audio Visual and Ciro Bignati for helping Hidden Valley athletics and activities. Whether you're entertaining 10 people or 1,000, call Southern Oregon Audio Visual at 541-890-2334. Again, that's 541-890-2334. James B. Hurley wants to help you plan your future. If you want to grow your retirement fund or even buy a house, consult with James B. Hurley at 924-1934. Again, that's 924-1934. You may need to update your wardrobe. If that is the case, then contact LuLaRoe Nikki McGuire on Facebook. Mention HVTV1 for $10 off your first purchase. Again, that's LuLaRoe Nikki McGuire on Facebook. The weather is changing outside and you may need to update.
All right, welcome back to HVTV1.com. We're in the middle of the 3,000 meter run. Only one group going at it and only two people doing the 3,000 meter run. One from Henley and I believe the other from North Valley. Then after that we got one group going for the 4x400 meter relay. So almost done with the day here at Hidden Valley High School. It's been a good one so far. It's going to 3,000 meter run, doing the math. What would we decide, about seven times around and some change? So crossing the finish line, this would be their third time around, so we got a bit of ways to go here. So we get the chance here to take a look at the all-time leaders, some record holders for Hidden Valley. Nia Kendall, back in 2017, she broke the record and now holds the record for the fastest 100-meter time at 12.34 seconds. Also in 2017, Mackenzie McLaughlin finished with 12.84 seconds, the 1 and 2 leaders of all time, both coming in 2017. And this year, two more placers coming in this year, the 3 and 4 in Hallie O'Brien, 12.94, and Jada Hurley, 12.95, just before coming in third place. She has the fourth best record, does Jada Hurley. 200 meters, the 2018 campaign from Nia Kendall, a 25.54 in the 200-meter run. Claire Scott earlier this year has the second best record for Hidden Valley at 16.7 in the 100-meter hurdles. And we can even mention it again, her day is done, but Bailey Toohey of North Valley, 6 records in the top 5 and 7 in the top 10. So we have the third best record in the 100 meters at 12.11. Again, this is all time for North Valley. She's got the third best 200 meter time at 24.77. Again, that's about a full second faster than Nia Kendall's 2018 record. Tui also has the third best 400 meter time at 57.36 seconds. Back in 2016, she has the third best 4x100 record, along with Mackenzie Cummiford, Bailey Durham, and Megan Hoback. And this year, her sixth best 4x100 was with her sister Carly Tui, Gabby Enti, and Rebecca Miller. She also has a third best pole vaulting record at 9 feet and the second best long jump at 5'8" behind her sister Carly Tui. And again, after this, the 4x400 is the last race of the day. Just one group going there. You see the Mustangs warming up for it, it looks like. A couple more laps to go, the 3,000 meter run. Considerable lead between the two racers here. And again, the 3,000 meter run, one from Henley, one from North Valley. And I believe Coach James Powers is throwing the javelin.
This is the third and final call for the 4x4 relay. Please report to the starting line. Third and final call for the 4x4 relay. Again, as you're picking up your things, if you pick up all the trash around you and take it to the red trash cans on your way out, we greatly appreciate it.
So that means we're getting close to the end here. Again, the 4x400 is the final race of the day. Of course, after the 3,000 meter run is concluded, there. All right, entering their last lap now. The racers for the 3,000 meter. And then again, 4x400 after this. About the full length of that far side of the track, the difference between these two racers trying to finish up the 3,000 meter run. The longest of the afternoon, as it starts to darken up quite quickly as the sun heads over the trees on the opposite side, or as you can see right there behind those trees and that hill, sun's starting to set. Sun is held out for this entire day of track, thankfully. And finishing the 3,000 meter strong. That will be the win. Still got one more racer on the track. And they're finished up here. That means we are getting ready for the 4x400, which means as they set up the hurdles, we're going to take a break here on HVTV1.com. Stay with us for the final event of the day, again on HVTV1.com.
Bank and President Jeff Hyde. Evergreen has served our community for over 80 years with locations in Grants Pass, Medford, and Rogue River. Evergreen Federal Bank, member of FDIC, equal housing lender. This event is also sponsored by Fields Ace Home Center, your hometown hardware store where you drive a little and save a lot. Fields Ace Home Center is open 7 days a week in Murphy. This live event on HVTV1 is brought to thank Southern Oregon Audio Visual and Ciro Bignati for helping Hidden Valley athletics and activities. Whether you're entertaining 10 people or 1,000, call Southern Oregon Audio Visual at 541-890-2334. Again, that's 541-890-2334. James B. Hurley wants to help you plan your future. If you want to grow your retirement fund or even buy a house, consult with James B. Hurley at 924-1934. Again, that's 924-1934. Your wardrobe. If that is the case, then contact LuLaRoe Nikki McGuire on Facebook. Mention HVTV1 for $10 off your first purchase. Again, that's LuLaRoe Nikki McGuire on Facebook. The weather is
All right, as we get set for the final race of the day, the 4x400. It looks like just Hidden Valley participants down there. So it's going to be 4 laps around the track and 4 relays, the 4x400. The final race of the day here for the Hidden Valley Mustangs. We get set to go here in just a moment, I presume. With this being the final race of the day. And they're off. The final race of the day is underway. Can't quite decipher the teams down there for the Mustangs, but just racing against themselves here as the Cougars, the Knights, and the Hornets are on their way out. The Hornets still sticking around, but the Knights and the Cougars are on their way out of town as the Mustangs, the final team remaining, racing here in the 4x400. The first leg underway. Going around their final turn, we're going to see 4 racers finishing out their day. Second leg has begun. They're going around their first turn. Looks like Jeremiah Noga out there in the lead. Can't be certain until he comes around the third turn, but haven't seen too much of him today. And the next event for Hidden Valley Mustangs is going to be softball on Saturday against the Klamath Union Pelicans. It'll be a good event here on Saturday again, so stay tuned for that. And of course, you can check out our website for daily updates on hvtv1.com and our YouTube page, HVTV1 Student News. So you're almost wrapped up with this long day with track and field. And as it tends to happen, some distance being created in the 4x400. Coming around the third turn here. Definitely a long lead there for the runner in first place. And the final leg of this 4x400 is underway. Coming around the third and final turn. And that is going to be the end of this race. There's still racers on the track, but our winners have been decided. We're going to take one last break and send you on your way on hvtv1.com.
By Evergreen Federal Bank and President Jeff Hyde. Evergreen has served our community for over 80 years with locations in Grants Pass, Medford, and Rogue River. Evergreen Federal Bank, member of FDIC, equal housing lender. This event is also sponsored by Fields Ace Home Center, your hometown hardware store where you drive a little and save a lot. Fields Ace Home Center is open 7 days a week in Murphy.
All right, welcome back to HVTV1.com. This day is just about over here at Hidden Valley High School in Murphy, Oregon, just south of Grants Pass. We've had a long day of track and field here. Glad you could be with us. We're going to send you on your way. Just a recap of the day. Hidden Valley winning about 5 or 6 events today. As we go down the list, and we'll try to remind you of what happened today. In the 4x100 relay that started the day, Hidden Valley took both boys and girls varsity. In the 1,500-meter run, was after that one. The 100-meter dash was a close one between Nia Kendall and Bailey Toohey, and then Skylar Powers winning that one for the boys, but Nia Kendall losing that one to Bailey Toohey for the girls. From then we moved into the 400-meter run. The 110-meter hurdles, Clara Scott of Hidden Valley was able to take the win there. Then we moved into the 800-meter run. The 200-meter dash was another one for Bailey Toohey of North Valley. The 300-meter hurdles came after that. Then the 3,000-meter run was a win for for Henley High School. And the 4x400 just participating was Hidden Valley, and of course that'll go to credit them. I'd like to thank everyone who joined us on this long afternoon. I'd like to thank all the athletic directors of all these schools. Of course, Christopher Pendleton and Dale Fisher of Hidden Valley. Gracious for them for letting us broadcast this event. From North Valley, I'd like to thank Tim Sam, Tom Looney from Henley, and Bruce Reese from Illinois Valley High School, all the athletic directors from helping put on this fantastic show, and all that comes with it. Thanks to everyone who's viewed us today. Thanks to Clara Scott for not sitting down, but having an interview with us about halfway through the day today. And I want to make sure I get this right as well. From North Valley, I would like to thank Patrick Claiborne, a sophomore from North Valley, for having to talk to me after his race earlier today. And again, that'll about do it for us for now. We hope you enjoyed watching the Hidden Valley Mustangs on HVTV1.com this long day at the track and field. And it's been a great event so far. You can watch a free archived replay of this event and many others by simply logging on to HVTV1.com and our YouTube page at HVTV1 Student News. Join us on Saturdays. The Hidden Valley Mustangs Lady Stangs softball team takes on the Klamath Union Pelicans and tries to defend their home turf. Executive producers of HVTV1 are Christopher Pendleton, Dale Fisher, and Brian Miller. Once again, for my cameraman, Cale Harms, I'm Josh Eldridge, and thank you for watching, and have a great evening from Murphy, Oregon.